Today we're going to be here at Magic Kingdom. First off, taking a ferry boat into Magic Kingdom. Then I'm going to be transferring to another boat on the rivers of America with my buddy Adam. He's here, Adam the Woo. And we're going to be doing Rivers of America, Frontierland. It's a fun day, it's a hot day. But I have a camping hat, a bucket hat to wear today because the ball cap just wasn't cutting it. It was protecting my face, but I need full coverage in the Florida heat. Now, let's take a closer look. Here comes the old Joe Fowler, chug, chug, chugging along. That's not the song for Joe Fowler, that's actually for the Mark Twain. But we don't have the Mark Twain here, we have the Liberty Belle. But we are getting on the Joe Fowler to go into Magic Kingdom. Now obviously, Rivers of America is going by why? Whoa, we just bumped. Yeah, totally. We don't know when Rivers of America is going to officially close, but it's crazy to think that it's going to be a thing of the past eventually, and so I want to document it as much as I can. And since I have Adam here in town, we're both going to go over, ride the Liberty Belle.
Yes.
We're going to go maybe to Tom Sawyer Island. We'll figure it out.
I'm down for whatever.
We're going to go see, Frontierland Day. It definitely feels like a Frontierland Day. I wish the weather felt like west. It doesn't feel like we're out west.
There's no humidity in there.
At all. Yeah, I can handle it. You just have to drink a lot of water. Here you can drink as much water as you want. You're still going to be hot. And I'll try and throw in as many secrets and hidden things as I can remember while we're over in Frontierland doing the Liberty Belle around the rivers of America. These used to look different. They used to have the big wheel on the side of them. They were completely different vessels. But we're almost to the most magical kingdom of them all. And there goes the train. It's departing. Made it into the park. Let's head over to Frontierland. When we stepped into Starbucks, Adam got a coffee. I got a summer berry refresher. There it is.
Around the corner right over there.
Yeah.
Don't call it the Mark Twain.
Don't. It's the Liberty Belle.
You can call it the Mark Twain. No one's going to shame you for that. But it's technically the Liberty Belle.
It's the Liberty Belle. That sound is nostalgic to me.
I'm going to miss the boat 100 times more than I'm going to miss the island.
I agree with that. I mean, Tom Sawyer Island is great, man. But the boat. That's where you go. The views. When they let out the steam and you hear the whistle, both whistles here in Disneyland are the same. And when I hear that whistle, I think it was 1955 or 1956. Disneyland After Dark, where Walt took everyone into the parks at dark, and they had a segment. And Louis Armstrong was on the Mark Twain singing a song.
In Anaheim.
Yep, out in Anaheim. But it sounds like the movie Disneyland After Dark when I hear that.
Yeah.
And the song, Here Comes the Old Mark Twain.
If they were getting rid of rivers in California, people would definitely be all up in arms a little more.
Yeah.
And I would be up in arms. This one, I'm just kind of like, yeah, I can handle it.
Yep.
But I do understand that people are definitely in a little bit of sadness and dismay.
Yeah.
It's going away, but I've lost a lot of my favorite things at WDW.
Same.
So I kind of just learned just to live with stuff.
Right. Yeah. Once Movie Ride happened in Streets,
Movie Ride Streets of America was like the...
it changed. Everything changed.
That was the nail in the coffin for me. So now I just go with the flow. Whatever they want to do, I'm just going to do. They don't listen to me anyway. They don't listen to Micah anyway.
Nope.
They listen to their own inner thoughts. I don't even know who they listen to. Oh, they got the. Is the July 4th bunting always on there?
I think they just put this stuff up because I noticed it on Main Street more. But I can't help but think about the old Mike Fink keel boats that used to be on here. There's a lot of history on these rivers of America. A lot of history. The Mike Fink keel boats used to dock right over there. That was one of the docks. All right, it's time for us to get on the Liberty Belle. Almost said Mark Twain. Yeah, see, this is the view back here. You can take it all in. Yeah, the Mike Fink keel boats used to be here. I love this view of the Haunted Mansion. All right, we are officially taking off. Going right past the entrance here. This is one of my favorite aspects of this thing. Look at this. You can just walk around here. I mean, people are seated in certain areas, but you kind of have free range of this. And you get the good views of everything, especially when there's a parade going by. You'd always get the good views. I love this ride, and I'm gonna miss this whenever it goes away. So the best thing we can do is just come as much as we can and film it. You know? Can't forget the inside of the boat here too. There's the plan of New Orleans and the Mississippi River. Look at that, the river boats here. That's 1862. And there's my home state, Mississippi. I'm from right there, Jackson. They recently painted over the Harper's Mill, like, I shouldn't say recently, it was like a year or two ago, and they never put it back on there. That made me kind of sad. It was a little nod to Harper's Golf. It says Harper's Mill on the sign over here. It's also a nod to the Silly Symphony, the old mill. I love that one. The frogs. Here's everybody boarding the little river raft. I'm gonna miss Tom Sawyer's Island in a way. It's a mosquito-infested place, but it is a nice place to escape. I think a lot of people get over here, they realize what it actually is, and they immediately get back on the river and come back over. So if you want to wander through, you'll kind of have some of this place to yourself. Tiana's is down right now, which is interesting because so is Big Thunder. But Big Thunder is down for construction. They are redoing the attraction right now. It's kind of crazy how much construction they're actually doing to Big Thunder. I love Big Thunder Mountain. I wish our Frontierland had a little bit more nod to classic, you know, like Davy Crockett and the Apple Dumpling Gang. There is a little nod in Big Thunder to Apple Dumpling Gang. Right here you can see Mike Fink. This is reliable shipping of freight, round trip. I can't remember what that says next to that. Inquire within. Oh, sightseeing. I think that said round trip sightseeing. Inquire within. Mike Fink, and that's where the keel boats used to dock over there as well. And no one pays attention to these totem poles back over here. These tiki totem poles. There's so many postcards from back in the day showing those totem poles. It's like a staple, but they also made it seem like in those postcards that you could just walk up to the totem poles, and that's not the case. Here they go, right here. You can get a good shot of them as you make the bend. I'm not sure if there's any nods or secrets to any of the characters on that. Fairly certain the same artist who did these are the same ones they did in Canada, the World Showcase. Now this is Twin River Bend right here, and you can see exactly what Big Thunder looks like right now. That's a brand new track they put on this bad boy. Thunder Mountain is getting some love, and it's cool to see the vehicles and construction workers up here. This is kind of, maybe sort of, what it looked like in the late 80s when they were making this ride. When they were building this over here, there's like no construction updates from the 80s and 90s because YouTube wasn't a thing, you know, social media. But I have a feeling this is kind of sort of maybe what it looked like. I don't think they had cranes that big back in those days. But my gosh, So cool to get up here and to see all this scaffolding. I've never noticed that wagon right there. I've never noticed that wagon. But here's the track, and look, there's the little yellow. That right there represents like the ride vehicle, and that's how they'll test it. Because that's a brand new track. That's brand new metal right there. You can see the metal. My gosh, that's cool. I'm always intrigued by the making of and the building of this. And what a sight Big Thunder Mountain truly is, right? A lot of secrets and nods in this attraction. That'd be fun to ride this one day over and over and over, and then just go back when I'm editing and like point out the secrets, because I think that's the only way you could do it. There's no way I could ride this and give you guys all the secrets while I was sitting and riding. But the train goes back right over here, and I think that's why they call this Twin River Bend, because there's two rivers. This river and the one we're on are coming around the bend right here.
I'm going to point in the opposite direction that you're pointing. So when you point there, I'm going to point here.
Am I pointing in front? I didn't even know you were. I'm sorry.
You point that way. Point towards Big Thunder. And I'll point over
There we go. That's it.
Whisper something.
I love this. The alligator swamp guy. He's been fishing out here for quite some time, and the fish is back, it seems. That's cool. The last time I was here, that fish was not jumping. You see him down there? The dog. I love that, man. That's the beauty of our rivers of America here. And then there's an alligator right there. Got some deer right over here too. Some wildlife. And the bear skin hanging out over here. Most people spend their time filming the Indian village, but I wanted to come over and show the Moose family here. This family has been here for quite some time. They're about as local as you can get. I love this, just walking around the boat, getting all the sights. Here comes the Indian village. It has been here for a while. They have been cooking and preparing everything for so many years. I love the makeshift fishing pole right there. You see the feather and the bobber. They're fishing. Did you ever notice that? Right down there, see the feather?
Yeah.
They're fishing.
Yeah.
It's a little makeshift fishing pole. And as I mentioned earlier, they used to have the Mike Fink keel boats, and they were these little keel boats that you could ride on the rivers of America. They got rid of them because people were jumping off, and I think one of them sunk. People were like making it sink, and they were just doing riffraff on them, you know. So right up here is one of the Mike Fink keel boats. It's a miniature version, but you can hear the pirates inside this cave, the river pirates inside the cave making all the commotion, and all their attire up here drying out. You have to really listen though. You hear them? Either way, there's a Mike Fink keel boat for you. Now we're heading over to Fort Langhorne, which I love this fort over here. You have a little tunnel, cave area down here. You actually go down and you come back up. You actually go down underground in that cave right there. That's the exit to one of the caves. But yeah, Fort Langhorne, I love the animatronics over there, the small little animatronics they have. And there's little rifles up there in the rifle roost. And who doesn't think about the rivers of America and Tom Sawyer Island without the bridge over here? The barrel bridge coming up is so iconic, but so is this bridge right here. This bridge, to me, I remember this as a kid. Especially if you're standing from their perspective and you can see the Liberty Bell go by. It's quite a scene. Like those folks right there walking across, this is eye candy. It looks good. It's all supposed to. I And then you come around Howling Dog Bend, which is because you can hear the howling dog over here at the old spook house on the hill. Haunted Mansion. I love this perspective because, to me, I don't know if this is an actual thing, but I pointed this out in videos and episodes. The top portions of the Haunted Mansion up here all look like chess pieces to me. They always look like little chess pieces, like a game of chess. You know what I'm saying? Also, when this place first opened, so iconic, the whistle. What I was gonna say is, when this first opened, this wasn't here. The whole covering was not here. So these people were out here roasting. They were dying to get in to the Haunted Mansion.
As you make your way to the very bottom deck to exit. Once again, folks, you'll be exiting on that very bottom deck of the ship, closest to the water. Watch your step as you exit, and enjoy the rest of your day here at the Magic Kingdom.
Very cool. We got to go down to the bottom. What a good ride, right? It's so good. So good. And there's constantly people waiting here to board. Hi, how are you? Now we're all waiting to disembark. Here's the bottom little deck view of Tom Sawyer Island. I think that's our next journey. But Adam read my mind. Always walk over here and show the little patrols. I've always wanted to do that, the clamp. Look at it slowly moving over there. Right here was where Glenn Campbell was seated during the opening of the 1971 grand opening of this place. I wonder if this point of view is going to go away, you know? Making our way into Frontierland. There used to be a Frontierland sign right up here, and they have removed it and they have not put it back. You cross this bridge right here heading to the DVC lounge. This is called the Little Mississippi. Now I have to throw that in because I grew up in Mississippi. This is the Little Mississippi River, and it goes right across and empties into the rivers of America. And now we are heading over to the former shooting gallery. It's now the DVC lounge. We got some new merch in Frontierland too. Country Bear Musical Jamboree t-shirt here. I love this one, the Minnie. And then you have Mickey and Minnie, cowboy style. And then here's the Fab Four in boots. There's Big Al representing Frontierland. Mickey's Liberty Square.
Yeah, there's Big Al.
Yeah, he should represent Frontierland.
It's all the lands.
Mm-hmm.
Romeo.
There's Romeo.
Did I get the quote right?
There he is.
Right there, Romeo. Good.
Hair's looking great today.
Looking very spiffy. I love it. Where can I get an outfit like that?
Specially made.
Especially
Yeah.
It's
It's a one of a kind.
It's a one of one. That's what they say.
Now Tiana's up and running. That's awesome. We're killing time because we're going to go into the new DVC lounge of Frontierland. Been wanting to go and see it, and Adam was like, let's go. So we're going to go check it out, but we're on a wait list, so it must be busy. This is the perfect time to do Tiana. This was always my favorite thing in the summertime. Hop on Splash Mountain, get a little wet. I can smell it over here. I wish you guys could smell the water. I can't help but hear, pretty good sure as you're born. Yeah, see, this is what the front of Big Thunder looks like. All walled up. I do love this. Little sign theming here. Closed till further notice. Barnabas T. Bullion, founder and president of Big Mine Earth Company. Questions or concerns may be addressed to an intern foreman. You be patient. They're hard at work there, though. There's some gold in this bucket right here. You can see the gold plates. And here, the Liberty Bell as well. I'm gonna try and see if we can get over here to see the totem poles, because I talked about them on the ride, but right here it says cast members only. Can't get down there. Or can we on the other side? They got it all blocked off. That's the closest you can get to Miners Cove, where the totem poles are. And the old Mike Fink keelboat landing right there, that's what that was. Hard to believe that one day all of this is gonna be a distant memory. I sure do love that ride, the Liberty Bell. We're killing some more time because apparently the DVC lounge is slammed today. So we hopped on the Swiss Family Robinson Treehouse, which, as you can see, is so popular. I love this treehouse. Adam and I were talking about the significance of the water. I told him about the little Mississippi, and this water right here, it runs through, and it does connect to the other side. It has to. It has to be the same body of water of Rivers of America. So, does that mean that this water right here will still be considered a part of Rivers of America, you know, when it officially goes away? Things that I think about. But no, seriously, if you ever get a chance to do this and there's no one here, do it. It's so worth it. It's nice and cool. Take in some of the elements here. All the mechanics are so old school and practical effects. Listen to that. That's gonna be sad. You won't be able to hear the Liberty Bell one day. This is the view right here, the castle. You're in the shade. It's awesome. Plus you can see everything over in Tomorrowland from this area. And we're still waiting for the DVC lounge. Apparently there's some people in front of us. So we're gonna pop in this store just to get out of the sun. Look at that. That's so cool. It's even lit up like it is in the attraction. The black light. Oh my gosh, the singing bus actually sing. Can you hear them? It's really cool. The Yoda. Look at this. It's totally see-through. That's insane. It's too hot. It's too hot. Hey, they just text Adam, and now we can go into the lounge. Thank you. Thank you. See, I knew I looked in the mirror today. It's me. Yeah. There was.
You guys are twinsies.
Yeah. I love it.
Which one's which?
Which one's which?
Which one's Micah? Which one's Al?
About to walk through that door. Look at this. No, not the mural. Look at this. Holy cow, we're in. These two doors up here, you got Barnabas Bullion, which is Tony Baxter's character. You got M. Davis over here for Imagineer Mark Davis. That door right there says Hoot. Is that for a Hoot Gibson? There's all these photographs up here. Some hand-drawn trains and different things. You obviously can't go up here, as you can see, but look at this, all themed as you go up to the second level up here. And I love this, the gigantic fireplace here. Oh, that's cool. That's one of those, you put this on and you would put the paper back there and you could make a photograph 3D. And look at the fire they got going on. Obviously not real, but a great effect. And there's the horse stable. There's a painting of this place right there. Let's see what this is. I think that's over on Tom Sawyer Island right there, that photo. Oh man, that's like the Liberty Bell right there. This is it. They got drinks, they got coffee. This is inside the lounge. Very cool. Does anybody remember when you could walk into Casey's Corner and watch the cartoons they had over here? I think that's where the screen was. I love this poster as we're making our way out. The original Big Thunder. Look at these people in the back getting pulled up, and this guy. It's definitely some interesting artwork for this. I don't think they would have chose this artwork nowadays. And there's the little mining village. right here. All the elements of the ride are kind of in here. The wildest ride in the wilderness. Yeah, 1979. Walt Disney World. That was fun. That was a fun day in Frontierland. And the DVC lounge was totally worth the wait. We even got a little memento to take home. Look at this pin. It says, thanks for stopping by the Vacation Club, McKim's Mile House, a member lounge, and then they gave me and Adam both a McKim's Mile House button. We hope that you'll be coming back again. I can't believe they gave us this. So nice of them. Now we're trying to find a spot on the highway in the sky monorail. What a fun day. What a hot day, but what a fun day. Hey, we got it. Yeah. Got our own little cabin here. Yeah, monorail green. We're making our way to our car because we can walk. There goes the tram. And we noticed this as we were walking in. If you're in these lots, you must take the walkway for Zurg, Jafar, and Aladdin. But they have how long it'll take you to get to each one. 10-minute walk, 5-minute walk. That's new. That's really cool. There's a slight breeze now that we're leaving.
That's what I just said.
Yeah.
Great. It's been a nice annual pass holder day.
Yep.
I love living here, man.
I know.
Been for a few hours.
That's it.
Pop out. No plan.
No, we didn't even have a plan this morning. I texted you and I was like, I'm coming over. We'll figure it out. Dude, we're here.
Super easy. Parked right here in front of the
yeah.
park.
Half the battle is getting here and getting inside this park. But once you do it.
Today's easy.
Yeah, easy day.
Monorail.
Here comes the monorail. There it is, your highway in the sky. That's the Epcot monorail. And we found it next to this. It runs on gasoline only. It says right there.
I like it.
I do, man. The front's decked out.
Too. If I ever bought another van, it'd probably be this style. I think you could like almost stand up in here.
Yeah, they're good.
Stand up higher than a regular. It's not like a Sprinter van, but
My brother used to have a Sprinter van.
I think it's a Ford.
It's a Ford.
350.
Yeah.
Mine
Yeah,
was a
the
Ford
Ecto
E1.
T350.
Mine was an E50.
Yep, I remember that. The van days.
An E150.
Oh my gosh, the van days. I remember that van. One of my favorite things of this time of year is the daily showers. I hope it rains all night. Best sleep ever. What a fun day. I hope you enjoyed this episode. I had a good day. I'll see you guys in the next episode where Big Al and I cut a new single together. It's a tentative title called Chocolate Syrup on the Saddle. That's what Hitchcock used for the blood in Psycho. See you in the next episode. Till then, stay weird. Goodbye.